few minutes we're going on to doing a simple ribeye steak.
Yeah.
Probably, again, if I'm having a steak, that would be my favourite go-to thing.
Yeah. Is that because of the
I like
line of
like
fat through ribeye? Yeah.
I like it. Okay. I'm going to do a couple of dishes. Simple things. I'm not going to blind you with science. I aren't going to cook for 3 days. I'm going to do something which is going to be short, sharp and sweet, okay? We're going to do a beautiful ribeye steak. The most important thing when you're doing your outdoor cooking or anything is the quality of produce that you start off with. So it's your local butcher, your local fishmonger. If they don't get it right for you, then chances are it's not going to be good. What I'm going to do to start off with is I like a field mushroom with a steak. So I'm going to use these large chestnut mushrooms, a little bit of butter on them and a little bit of oil.
So is there a reason that we opted for ribeye steak? Is that your preference?
Yeah,
or?
yeah. Ribeye to me, well, yes, it is my favourite, without a doubt. Ribeye steak for me, go on, you can have a go at that.
Yeah, sure, chef.
Is I like the fat content on a ribeye. If I was really going to be critical, I would like this even thicker. So yes, I do prefer ribeye. And what you can do, I'm normally not a great one for taking the flavour away from what I'm cooking. It's just part of what I do at Morstan is that if I'm doing a rack of lamb, I want you to taste that lamb. I don't want you to taste something that blows your mind, a chili or something like that. There's things that you can do to help it and enhance it, but I tend to not do too many marinades. Having said that, Neil, you've got some lovely little things which you've got to put on bits and pieces, haven't you?
Yeah, got some salt.
But you had your, what was that?
Hadron peppers?
No, the little condiments that you had with it, everything. I mean, a steak will take chili and all of that sort of thing. Of course it will.
We've got some
Of course it will.
Duca spice.
Yeah, the Duca spice. Let's have a go at that. I am interested in that. So, season your meat before you go onto the barbecue. Bring it out of the fridge and give it time to sit at room temperature as well. Just simple things like that to start off with. The first thing I'm going to do is just to pop these. I'm going to just give them a few minutes on there, not too long, like so, and then we'll move them up to the top. What I've also got here, you want some tin foil, chef? Here, I've got them, Neil. 3 layers of tin foil. And I'm going to talk about, because I'm very proud of being from Norfolk, Willie Gribben's new potatoes. They come from a village called Swaffham, and they are amazing. Would you put the Duca spice over a ribeye?
I haven't done that before. It's
Haven't you?
An idea. I quite like the idea behind it. Why not?
No, it'll be fine. I personally think these are the best new potatoes in the country. What we've done with them to start them off is just to cook them with a few shallots, a little bit of lardon bacon, and we just semi-cook the potatoes. Now, we'll have that ready, but then you're also going to cook them on the solid top on here. Okay, so when you're ready, we'll cook them on the solid top.
Sure.
Give them a bit of colouring on there. Do a little bit of lavender, don't go mad with it. You can have a little bit of oil, yeah, perfect on there. Just get a colour on it. Then we're going to put them in there, so the flavour stays in there.
We're cooking the potatoes on the planch here.
Yeah, a little bit first. Don't colour them too much, but give them a bit of colouring.
So this Duca spice, chef, it's a Middle Eastern spice blend, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hazelnuts, almonds, which is it's always usually hazelnuts, but it's almonds at the moment.
Hazelnuts, almonds.
I put turmeric in it just for the colour. It doesn't usually have turmeric. It's my own version of it.
Yeah.
Coriander, cumin, oregano, cayenne, those sort of things.
Lovely,
Oregano,
lovely.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
simple.
a bit of a homemade blend of it,
It's
yeah.
my own sort of
And
take one.
It's got a
moderation.
lovely aroma.
Yeah.
Anything in moderation will help. If as soon as you go over the top with moderation and you become too powerful, then it's taken away from what you're trying to do.
So, chef, what have we got? So we've got the lardons in there. We've got they smoked
Smoked bacon, yeah,
Smoked bacon
we use that.
lardons.
This is what I like about this piece of kit. You're on there and you're basically using it as a plancher. This is a really good thing for it. It's hot. You can alternate the temperature if you want it not going quite so high. Once you've done those, chef, we're then going to move on to the courgettes. These lovely barbecued courgettes. Yellow and green courgettes.
With the steak, it's advisable, isn't it, to get it out of the fridge for a while before you cook
Absolutely, absolutely. Get it out from the fridge.
it? Bring that up to
Let
room
it come down
temperature.
to room temperature. Maybe give it a little olive oiling before you put it on. We'll do this on there on the grill.
Right, on the main section, yeah?
On the main section. But as I keep saying, what I like about it is that it absolutely will get that exactly how you want it. There'll be none of this business of where it'll be too dark on the outside but red raw in the middle, you know?
So typically, how long would your butcher be aging these ribeyes for?
Yeah,
Usually.
that's a great question, because now it's really interesting in the cooking world is that we're going through all sorts of different ideas. And a friend of mine has he got #1 restaurant in the UK. He ages his beef in beeswax.
Yeah.
And that can go from anything from 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
And it's stunning. It really is stunning. And that's a new world to me.
Yeah.
That's something totally different. But I would say, generally speaking, I'm not a great one to have it that well aged that you actually taste that mustiness about it.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean?
Starts to overpower.
To me, it does.
Yeah.
But that's all personal. But other people absolutely love that. For me, I'd rather just taste the beef, rather than the aging process. So we'll sit them on there. They won't come to any harm. In fact, they'll cook gently on there. We'll finish off the courgettes. Again, onto the plancha. They don't need a great deal of rubbing down. And just literally warm them through.
So they've already been pre-charred on the
Yeah.
barbecue.
Yeah, we got the flavour from the barbecue here. Neil got the flavour from the barbecue here.
Lovely.
And then we get the finishing off on here. Literally, as I'm putting them on, we'll give them one quick turn, Neil, and then you can take them off.
Can we finish them for you? You all right?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
What we're really creating is a full steak dinner, really.
Well, we
on
are
the
really.
barbecue.
And again, like I said before, it's multifunctional. The Norfolk grill is multifunctional. And this is a great piece of kit. Just on here. So if you want a special sauce that you want to put with your beef, pop it on there. That will cook really nicely on there. You don't have to have a sauce. You can have vegetables with it or whatever. But that's what I like about it. It's a good piece of kit.
So in the restaurant kitchen, Galton, would you to make a jus like that? Would you reduce? Would you cook bones over?
Yeah, that's that particular. Probably jus and things like that, gravies for want of a word, are the most important thing we do.
Sure.
You make or break your dish by the quality of your sauce.
Yeah.
And as you can see, the shine on that is something to behold,
It's a wonderful gloss, isn't there, on there?
And that takes a lot of skill, I must admit.
Sometimes 2 to 3 days to
absolutely.
achieve
Minimum
the
of
full result.
48 hours, probably more likely 72 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a
Really
doubt.
smell that intensity.
Yeah,
of
you
flavour.
can. I do want to actually show this. So, we've got the new potatoes there. You've got the bacon. You've got the shallots. You've got the lavender. Some shell broad beans. The meal in itself. You don't have to use ribeye or beef to serve that. You could serve that with a poached egg if you want. But don't ever give me a poached egg. I'll chuck it at you.
So we've got some Norfolk broad beans, local again.
Again, local.
Blanched.
Yeah, no, well, we take the shell, we take the
Pop them out of the
pop
shell.
them out. We do. It's ridiculous. That's the whole thing of Michelin, is that you feel that you have to. We even pod a pea. Yeah, I know you take the peas out of the pod, but we actually take the pea out of the shell of the pea. If you know what I mean.
We'll pop these back on.
Yeah, pop them back on. Maybe if you want to sit them on the bottom there. So, but what I also like about this, popping this on there like that, it's roasting hot, cooked perfectly. So we'll pop him on there.
It's not dried out the mushroom,
No,
has it?
no, that amount of butter that you put on helped.
Yeah, I think it would certainly help.
Yeah, I think it did, Chef. So when we're ready to cook the ribeyes, we're going to start it off. Yeah, give it a little dash. In fact, you're going to do it, Chef. Get it off on Neil's grill. What temperature is your grill, Neil?
It's running at 250 at the moment.
250. So I would have said, I liked his tip as well earlier. And the same thing would happen on this grill. If you're worried about things sticking on the grill, a tip which I didn't know until today. You rub half an onion on it. And that goes with meat and fish.
Yeah, everything, yes.
So that's the barbecue. This is a Norfolk grill. This is a piece of kit which is going to make your cooking. You can't mess up on it. You can cook anything you want going. We did langoustines this morning, beautiful Scottish langoustines, perfectly cooked on the Norfolk grill. We did a rack of lamb, and I have to say, and I've been, as I say, in the restaurant, I couldn't cook it better. It was pink, it was perfect. But it is down to the quality of your meat, but it's also down to this piece of kit. So we'll give it a bit of time on there. We've got a bit of the spice seasoning on the top of it, and we'll just let it go for a little bit. Don't be tempted to turn too soon. This is good. Don't cook them too far because I want to finish them off on the Norfolk grill. I'm only trying to impart that flavour to it. The Norfolk grill is now back up to 400 Fahrenheit, 200 degrees centigrade. So it's ready to roll on this. Beautiful. Once you're happy with that, we're going to split them over here. Right, we'll go on to these. Yeah, lovely. The heat from that is that strong that these aren't a million miles away. As I say, this is a piece of kit for those who are worried about barbecuing or outside cooking. If you want fantastic results, like I say, you can't go wrong with them. It's great. It really is great. I'll take one off. Should ideally let it rest for a little bit. Perfect. Yeah? Take that out of the way. Right, we'll have a serving station. You want to try some ribeye, guys? And we also have a couple of the mushrooms. Let's go with these. Listen, as I say to you, I'm not in the business of trying to cook things and complicating matters for you. I want you to get great results at home. That's what I'm interested in. I don't know how you're going to eat it, but you've got a lovely little bit of jus there coming up as well, or gravy. Try it on. I think you'll like it.
So just to recap then, Galton, we've got some wonderful ribeye steak with a Duke of Spice.
Yeah. Duke of Spice is very light on it.
Very light. We've got the field mushroom that we roasted on the barbecue with a bit heavy on the butter, weren't we?
Yeah, we like a bit of butter,
got to be. So we've got the Norfolk new potatoes with the smoked bacon lardons and the broad beans.
Yeah.
The charred courgettes, and then a bit of your fantastic jus to go with it.
Yeah. So that's shown you how simple it is to use the Infinity Grill, using the plancha and the griddle, and keeping the things up the top there for keeping the heat there. This is smoked salmon from Morstan Hall. We smoke it ourselves in a cold smoker. And then what I want to show you is that how great it is when you then cook it on a barbecue, so you almost have hot smoked salmon. So what we do with the smoked salmon at Morstan is we cure it in salt for 24 hours, completely in salt. Then the next day we wash it off from the salt and we smoke it. We have an outdoor smoker, a big thing, which we not only do salmon, we do kippers, we do haddock. It's hand-sawn wood shavings that we use. If you have it too fine, then it doesn't cook right. And then you literally smoke it for about 12 to 18 hours. But you don't want heat in there because it's, as I say, it's a cold smoke. And you end up with something like this, which in my opinion is stunning like this. You either have it cut like that, or you're going to cook it. We do put some little slits in it so the smoke goes all the way through. You're going to have to watch this time because we don't want it to fall apart on the griddle. So a little bit more, a bit of oil on it to help it on its way. It doesn't need seasoning. This time, do it the other way round. So we're then going to finish it off on this one.
Okay. Inside down, chef.
Which way would you go, sir? Now you can feel that smoked salmon, you can feel that ain't going to take a lot on there, is it? That will tell you when it's ready to turn on it, okay? We use a Wester Ross salmon from up in Scotland. Yeah, I think so. And are we going to be brave enough to put it on there? Do you think it'll... Yeah, I'd go for it in the middle. Definitely. So here we have it, the hot smoked salmon now, produced at Morstan Hall. Finished off on the Infinity Grill and then given the barbecue flavour on the grill at the back there. If you want to try it, well, it's unique, I think. I'm left-handed, sorry boys. So
we've got an avocado, a chilli and a mango sort of sauce.
Just a salsa to have with it. Sharp knife and a bit of confidence and you'll be all right.
So we're just going to finish these with a touch of lemon juice, chef.
I think so. A little touch of lemon if people want to try that. You've got to try it, guys.
What would you serve that with at the restaurant, Galton?
I'd do this literally as a little appetizer, one bite sort of thing,
Yeah.
right at the beginning of the meal, and I would just serve it like that, just literally as it is. So I want you to taste the salmon. I want you to taste the smoke, the light smokeness, not the overpoweringness of it, you know? Is this almost dish of the day, chef?
I think it's got to be dish of the day, chef.
Just showing you, again, the simplicity of don't overcomplicate things. Use decent ingredients, cook them simply, you can't go wrong. Right, that's it. That's simple dishes to do on your Infinity Grill. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Danny, for everything. It's been a pleasure. The best. Thank you. Thank you.